What's good, everybody, and welcome to Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnnie Mobley Jr.
Hey guys, I'm his wife, Deirdra.
And we something like an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose. Greetings, salutations, accolades, and blessings. Johnny made a mistake when he started the podcast just a moment ago. His new name is Raphael, and his nickname is Rafi.
Well, that's supposed to be the bedroom name. I don't know what.
Oh, you ain't told me that I couldn't tell nobody.
Yeah, Raphael and Rafi.
Oh.
And the different.
Anyway, so excited
I gotta change it.
To make the announcement.
Now y'all can't know what the bedroom name is.
Well, you gotta change it. You didn't tell me that was secret.
I like Raphael.
All right, baby.
Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got today our favorite couple to have on the podcast as guests, Mr. and Mrs. Travis and Brittany Perry.
Hola.
How you doing?
Hey, y'all.
What's good?
Yeah.
Thanks for
So
having
we
us.
gonna talk about a couple of things, but before we do that, we gonna do a little icebreaker. It's been a minute since y'all been on here.
It has been
So
173
I'm
episodes.
I am gonna ask y'all some questions of what would you rather do?
Oh my God in heaven.
Here we go.
That's not a good thing.
It is a good thing. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into your future or 150 years into your future?
I'm going with the first one. It was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take 10 minutes into my future.
Yeah.
150 years, I can't do nothing with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might take the 150 years because I just want to see.
Yeah.
I just want to see what that look like.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you why the 150 years won't work.
Because you'll be in the
Because
grave.
you gonna try to change stuff if it don't look the way you want it to.
You think so? I just really want to see what that look like.
But the 10 minutes, if you see the 10 minutes, that give you a little glimpse of what you do, and you can. Anyway, that's just y'all answers. That's y'all answers. All right. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance in every song you hear?
I do the sing along.
I probably have to sing along too.
I do the sing along.
Trav, you ain't got no moves, man.
not for every song, no.
Okay. All right.
That'd be funny.
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Well, I'm gonna go. I already found true love, so we gonna take the lottery.
Boom, that was my answer too.
We both already there, baby. I already love them. So come on.
Always trying to remix something.
I think I knew what that answer was going to be.
Always trying to
I'm
remix
already in love,
something.
so we are.
All right. Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or be in a coma for a decade? God darn.
I don't think I'm gonna answer that question. I pick neither.
That's tough. I think I have to.
Don't.
I don't know. I might just take the jail.
Yeah, the coma.
Jail for 5 years. Coma for how long?
Kind of permanent.
10 years.
For 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with neither. I think I'm taking neither.
That ain't
little
one of the
5
questions.
year
You was your mama child, because that's what she was doing to me.
I actually didn't. I said I'll take the both of them a lot of the time. That's actually what I said.
Would you rather have another 10 years with each other or have a one-night stand with a celebrity crush? Travis looking at you like we looking at.
I'm taking the 10. You really past that, friend. Don't play with me. He gonna do 20 more years with me. We're gonna do 20. The 10. We're both gonna choose.
I swear.
Oh, so it's gonna be 20 combined. Oh,
We're
okay.
20 years with each other.
Yeah, leave that alone, honey.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
I am his celebrity crush.
Good answer. Very good.
That's good. That's a good answer.
Very good.
All right. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
Ooh. Probably my sight. I gotta
So
keep my
drastic.
memories.
I think
It's so drastic.
I think I'm gonna do neither on that one too.
You can't.
You can't opt for neither because that's not an option.
You did it. She
No.
was saying neither or both.
She's trying to support you.
No, I never said neither. I picked one. I said both of them a lot of the time.
You don't have to choose some.
You do.
Which one, Brittany?
What was the options?
Would you rather lose your sight or your memory?
Or your memories?
I think I have to go with sight. We have really, really great memories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life, or
I don't even want to know the other option.
give up the internet for the rest of your life?
Or the internet can go.
Yeah, the internet
I can't do it.
Yeah. See, that's some seasoned talking there.
The
Y'all
internet
live
can
a little
go.
bit now.
Yeah, the internet can go.
If I got my wife and the boys, I'm good. I don't really need. Yeah.
And the air conditioning.
Yeah, air conditioning. We
Or
need
go
a-
watch somebody else. And
That's it. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there.
what?
Go ahead.
What's happening?
She trying to uncover me.
No,
Oh.
I'm not.
I already know the answer to that.
Okay.
Do one more.
I already know the answer to that. All right. So, would you rather never be able to go out during the day, or never be able to go out during night?
Night.
You can have night.
Cause y'all already like y'all.
Because they be sleeping.
Y'all
in the house.
boy.
We
Yeah.
we go out during the day and we be back in the house
Yeah.
for the nighttime. So.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to do a little. I was gonna do some more, but I ain't trying.
Because then the show is going to be about would you rather
Right.
with the Perrys.
Well, go ahead then. Move forward.
Hey, y'all. Hey, patrons. Hey, Mob Stars. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you all. For all things Mobleys, www.momentswiththemobleys.com. We are Moments with the Mobleys on all social media platforms except for Twitter. On Twitter, what are we?
Mobley.
Mobley Moments.
Mobley
Come on,
Moments.
Rafi. Come on, Rafi. We are Mobley Moments.
Every time.
That was in Spanish.
Every time.
No, that wasn't Spanish.
I
So,
swear, I
guys,
do it every time.
we have not, now that Rafi has done the icebreaker for this episode, y'all are no strangers to the Perrys. Travis and Brittany Perry have been married for a total of 9 years. They'll celebrate how many next year?
10 years.
Whoop whoop. The Perrys have 2 boys. Who are the boys?
Tristan and Taj.
What are their ages?
8 and 5.
And my nicknames for them. Oh, I'm all over the mic. Not used to it. My nickname for them is Begging Bobby and his brother. That's just their names. Begging Bobby and his brother.
They don't never want nothing to eat. They always want snacks.
They want snacks, right? And so Taj will be the one to say. Taj came downstairs last night. Taj said, "Gigi, can I have some cereal?" I said, "Cereal, Taj? What about dinner?" "No, can I have some cereal?" So Tristan came downstairs and said that he was told he could have a snack. Tristan went and got a fruit roll up. Taj got the fruit roll up as well. Came in here, ate the entire thing. Came back down and sat on the couch and said, "Now, Gigi, can I have my cereal now?" But Taj, you just had a fruit roll up. How are you getting cereal as well? Come get some dinner. Y'all want to taste my turkey wings and rice? Gave them both a mouthful and they chewed it down. I said, "It's good, right?" "Okay, so y'all want me to get the plate and y'all want me to make y'all something?" They say, "We want some cereal." Yeah. "Oh, okay, sit down. Just sit down and eat the cereal." And they did, and they went to bed. So that's 2 of our grandkids, guys. So Perrys, y'all are on this session. This is not
episode.
a session. This is an episode. Y'all are on this. That's what?
Huh? What you heard? Go ahead, baby. You doing good.
This episode, y'all, is we brought the Perrys on because they really have something big coming. They have a lot of big somethings coming. Yes. And so since they hadn't been on in a while, we wanted to bring them on so they could share it with you. When you all see this, it'll be about a week out. But they're going to share what's coming up with their new baby, because these 2 be pushing out babies every couple months. Not actual babies, but things that they talk about, things that they dream about. And so we are proud of them for that. And so y'all want to share what's coming?
Before y'all do that, would you rather have another baby or would you rather adopt two?
Adopt two. Nah, you thought I was gonna say that.
I did.
I'll take the one.
We'll take the one. Sorry, just playing.
All right, go ahead.
But if you have the one, there's a possibility that it could be a
two.
Twins in
That's
it.
why we ain't even trying.
Okay.
We already got two.
Great. You borrow everybody else's babies.
That's right.
Okay, so Perry, tell us what's coming up. What y'all been doing?
So we are,
Catch us up.
as you guys can see, and it's actually a baby, but it's not new. It's about 2 years old now. The Dream Big Foundation. We actually started about what?
I'm talking about what's coming up in 2 weeks.
But go ahead. I'm just gonna tell you who's sponsoring it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Dream Big Foundation is our foundation, and we are starting the initiative of the Bookmark Breakfast. And so on June the 17th, we will host our first Bookmark Breakfast.
And this is legitimate, right? Y'all got papers, 501c3.
Yes. We are a legitimate nonprofit.
Say that, because some people have it and they ain't got paper to Christ to back them up.
We are a legitimate 501c3 nonprofit organization. And so one of our newer initiatives that we're pushing this summer, but also going into the school year, the next academic school year, is the Bookmark Breakfast. And we'll have it at A.B. Williams on June the 17th. Do you guys want to share what the Bookmark Breakfast is? Would you guys like for me to share?
So y'all share what it is, and then I got a couple of questions.
Okay. So the Bookmark Breakfast is a literacy event. The first one will be an event, but like I said, we're pushing it to be a regular initiative, a normal routine thing that we do in the school system. So what we're doing is we are having a literacy event. We are providing books. We are providing breakfast, free breakfast to families in our community. The families can bring their kids, and what we are simply doing is encouraging them to read out loud with their children. We hear all the time that, it's important to read to your kids. Yes, it's important to read to your kids. That helps them see what that's supposed to look like. That helps with modeling, reading, and fluency, so they know what that's supposed to sound like. But it's important that you allow them to read out loud to you as well. And so we're going to talk about a few different ways to read at the Bookmark Breakfast for our non-reading babies, to encourage them to read out loud as well. But we're going to talk about a few different ways to read. We're going to encourage our families to read with their children and have breakfast and just hang out for about an hour and a half. And encourage families to do that on a regular with their kids in their households. Okay.
So is this a one-time thing, or how often is the Bookmark Breakfast happening?
So originally we're going to start it this summer. The first one will be in June. We're tentatively planning another one in July. But the goal is to have it once a month. And so it'll be for a short period of time, like right before school. We'll open up the school up to the parents and families in the community and allow them to come in maybe before work to grab a breakfast sandwich or some breakfast, whatever that we're offering that morning, and they can just read with their kids before they send their kids to class.
So
that's good stuff.
So those of y'all who know who the Perrys are, y'all know both of them are teachers, and they definitely got a calling in life to do that because they got children at home and they deal with other people's children. But that's another episode for another time. So, Travis, why was this so important for y'all to do?
It was important for us to do just because of course, during the summer, a lot of our kids don't really do anything.
Right.
They don't do anything during the summer, but that's what summer break for. But when they come back to school, we see that gap. From the maybe things that they just learned at the end of the year, they kind of forget, and that goes away. So just help bridging that gap is one of the main reasons we thought this event would be really important. And also just our kids in the area we're in, the school we're in, with COVID happening these past couple of years, our kids are not where they're supposed to be when it comes to reading wise. So anything that we can do to help not only our kids, not only the kids at our school, but the kids in the community, that's what we're going to do. So.
And not only just that, if I can jump in, if you guys don't mind.
Sure, you already started.
I know. Not only just that with the kids in our community and things of that sort, but sometimes we automatically assume that parents know what to do in the household to bond with their kids or to support their kids in school or to encourage their kids. But we don't always give them the tools for the parents who don't. For some of our millennial parents, or even for some of our older age parents, they don't know additional things that they can maybe even do in the household. So this event is also to encourage them and to just kind of pass over the power to them, because it does take a village. The school and the community are a partnership. So to just kind of give them tools that they may need to encourage academics and reading in the household as well.
So the vision for this is for y'all to, give us a summary of the vision for this. Y'all starting the first annual in June this month, and then the next one in July. So what is the near future vision for this to be definitely a healthy pulse in the community and in the schools and helping the kids?
You said healthy pulse?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
That was good.
Okay, Rafi. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Got thrown off a little bit. Healthy.
Oh, geez. No, I don't.
Oh, okay, go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Look, you forget the whole question. No, the near future vision of the bookmark breakfast is for it just to be a consistent thing, a consistent way for families and communities to partner with the school. But the near vision of it is just to continue to encourage them to keep reading. So we'll have it. It's not going to be annually. It's going to be once a month, monthly. And then eventually I would love to get like tutors to come in to help with reading for struggling readers and things of that sort. But right now, it's just for the families in the school to partner in that reading and academic building and literacy building for our students.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also, just to add to that.
Excuse me.
Not only are we, providing resources, helping kids read, but we also, a part of the vision is also to have a guest author at every event as well. So they'll be able to read a book, share their books, sell their books as well. So, like I said, not only are we helping our community, the kids in our community, but we're also shedding light on other authors as well. So.
Yeah. That's good.
I think it's important also for them to see that at our school. I'm not sure if you guys know, but we do work at a Title I school with students who come from lower socioeconomic statuses. And so sometimes they can only see, the things that they see on TV being cool, like basketball players or football players or, rappers or whatever they see in their environment. They don't always see authors or artists as being a cool job or wanting to be a writer when they get older. We don't see a lot of that. So I think if they're able to see that in front of them, that this is an option too, then some of them will choose that option or pursue that goal because they know that, okay, well, I can grow up and I can be like Mr. Travis and be an author and a teacher. If they can see that in front of them, then they'll more than likely strive for those bigger goals and dreams.
So one of the things, and I meant to tell you this the other day, Travis, that one of my coworkers bought one of your books, and they had something at their school to bring a book, and she said both of her kids were fighting over the book.
At her child's school?
Yeah. So they were fighting over the book at the house. So she had to kind of make them take other books, and then she said she slid it to her oldest girl. But the fact that y'all, so in my mind I'm thinking the fact that y'all see a need, because most parents not gonna come to y'all and say what we need to do, how we need to do it, or whatever the case is. So y'all saw a need, y'all got a solution that actually set something up that hopefully will stick, that they will do this at the house. But it's great that y'all have an isolated time, because millennials, y'all busy. Y'all doing a lot of stuff. Your kids and all kind of sports, and y'all moving a lot. So last thing you want to do when you get home is read a book. So, you kind of push it off or whatever the case is. So I like the idea that you're isolating the time for this to actually happen, and you setting the atmosphere for them to literally come in and you got everything you need. You ain't got to worry about eating. You ain't got to worry about a book. Just come on in. All we need is your time, and then do that. So I think that's a great. So the one thing that I love about these two jokers is that
they jokers.
Yeah, these two jokers is that although Brittany is my child and Travis is my son-in-law, which I always want to call him my son, but that ain't gonna be right.
Literally.
But anyway, all our girls, they bask at some of the things that we say. He got good parents, so it's a lot of stuff that we say.
You say they bask?
Yeah.
Oh God.
So
they and bask.
So they bask at the information, and they're very, very teachable. So one of the things that I know we kind of share with them at one point in time is about, if I knew what I know now, is like setting up our kids to have businesses before they even, got to a place where they even had to work. These two jokers, both of their kids got businesses already. They ain't even working in them, but they got businesses. So the fact that y'all are wise beyond your years, and that y'all are creative and develop things like this, I don't see no reason why y'all can't open up your own school.
That's the vision. That's the ultimate goal. Right now we are working in the school system, hopefully, prayerfully, and as we continue to work towards it, we'll be partnering with them, through the foundation, and be able to make an impact on those students in that way. And then ultimately, eventually, we'll open up our own school where we can, implement different practices and policies and things of that sort will ensure success for students. So the vision is big, but we just starting here. We know that this is a need that needs to happen. We do know that knowledge is power, and you say that's cliche, but ultimately, if you teach a child how to read, then they can open up a book and learn anything.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times in just being in the school system, being in it, you can see that kids, when they are able to read with fluency, they're able to comprehend even better, which trickles down into your maths and your sciences and your social studies, which ultimately help them even be stronger even more in school. Yeah. So, like I said, we want to implement this because this is something that, and we say it's easy, but it may not be easy, but this is something that parents can do too, and that how parents can support their children as well. Yeah. And once the parents support it and the teachers support it, because I don't know if y'all know, but anything that teachers say, Tristan and Tosh teachers' words are bond.
Yeah.
Like I can tell them something, but whatever they teachers say, word is bond. So if you can get that teacher support and that family support, and just bring it together and merge it, and the kids see their parents at the school in the cafeteria, we reading with the teachers. It's like, oh, okay, so this is our village.
Yeah. And
then ultimately that child to be even stronger academically. So, we started small, but the ultimate goal of it is large, and the vision of it is large, because we do want to see our kids be successful. And I say our kids, not talking about just Tristan and Tasha, because that's, but when I talk about kids in the school system or kids in general that we serve, I always refer to them as our kids.
Right.
Because it does take a village.
Yeah.
So that's just like I said, the vision of it, the goal of it all. Just to invest in our kids, invest in our families.
So, if y'all would just break down the importance and how effective reading is, because right now we got a lot of different ways to get information, whether it's on YouTube, it's the internet, whether it's audiobooks, regardless of what it is. But the fundamental basic stuff of writing and reading in 2023 is kind of, because we got all this technology, people don't really want to do that. But tell them how effective the reading and writing part is.
Man, this is it's super effective, and like you said, people really just don't understand that. Reading, like she had just said not too long ago, reading connects everything. Yep. Reading connects the math. Reading connects to science. Reading connects to social studies. Reading connects to anything that we do. You gotta know how to read, and not only read, but you gotta know how to comprehend what you're reading.
And I think it's vital that we don't just stick to technology. Yes, technology is becoming a large thing, and I think it's going to grow even more in the years. I don't think technology is going to dwindle. But then you think about it, when you're in school, yeah, we may have Chromebooks, but we're not sitting on technology all day.
Yeah.
So if I give you a worksheet or if I give you a problem-based learning problem, you might not have your iPhone to say, hey, Siri, what's so-and-so, or to type it on the internet and look it up. Mm-hmm. You have your textbooks, or you have your, your student notebooks, or whatever that you have in school. You don't always have that technology piece. Yeah. So it's vital that we learn both, honestly, because technology will grow. But like Travis said, if you can't read, you really a couple steps behind.
Yeah. So I did some research a while back on reading and writing, and to this day, the effectiveness of retaining what you read, if you read a book, a hard copy book, it's like 68% better for you to read like a book, because it says it strengthens your brain muscle, and it gets your comprehension, and it builds it. And then they said it's like a 82.5% when you take notes from what you read, that you retain it even more. So it's almost like, and that's what I did a lot of. That's what I still do a lot of. I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of taking notes. And people always say, how can you know the percentages and all this stuff? Because I write it. I do the research. I read the stuff, whether it's on the internet or not. But then I take notes. I got pads and tablets of just notes that I write. But I always notice when I write it, I remember. Even remember the more. I even remember the more. So the reading part, I do retain it. But because if you're doing a lot, you got a lot going on in life, it takes a little minute for you to find the information, especially if you're not working in that lane. But I've always noticed if I write stuff down, it never goes away.
That's true. I mean, just on a serious note, y'all know I play a lot, but I realized that that's what you've done. Like even when you were in school, that's what you've done, and that's how you retain.
Well, I struggled in school because my reading was good, but I couldn't comprehend.
Right. And so him writing it. That helps him.
Yeah. So
that
I could not comprehend. So when the teacher would ask me to read something fluently, I was good. And then that question come behind, tell me what you just read.
Man, I don't know.
Get somebody else to
but
do
another thing that he
that
does when he reads is he'll be reading, but because
I've created
he just be anxious to know what it's gonna say. I think that's what I say. He be trying to read what he reading and go ahead and see what the other line is saying. Sir, just take one line at a time.
But this is what I did. I created that because I kept getting asked, what I was reading to explain it. So what I would do is read it, but then I would go back and read it again, the sentence again. So I literally do that to this day. I read a sentence and then I read it again. And then I do, so sometimes while I'm reading and I go back and read it to make sure I retain it, it's just a habit that I haven't broken, and it's not a bad habit.
No, it's not.
I'm sitting here smiling at it because it wasn't until now that I'm really my daddy's daughter. I have always been a great student. Yeah. I've always made, good grades and things of that sort. But another underlying reason for the bookmark breakfast is to encourage students like that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't comprehend, I didn't like reading. I can read all day, but I'm reading to, take a test. So I'm reading to know it for this short period of time. And so even as a kid just growing up, I wasn't encouraged. I'm not saying I not encouraged by y'all, but I wasn't encouraged myself to just pick up a book and read. Because I'm like, it's going to take me forever to read this book. Even now, Travis don't even know that he helped me with another strategy or technique with reading and comprehending. He purchases his book on audiobook sometimes or Audible sometimes, and he purchases a hard copy.
Yeah.
And so he'll listen to it while he's reading it, which he says helps with comprehension. But think about it. If we don't sit down and have bookmark breakfasts and have conversations like this, we won't see the kids who's struggling with comprehension. Or we won't know that little Brittany just need a couple of techniques or strategies to encourage her to pick that book up. But if you come in with your kids, and granted, even Tristan, he is a great kid. Tristan's really a super student. Like, he's really good at school and stuff like that. But even with him, I'm like, I know he can read, but I'll say, Tristan, while I'm cooking, read out loud. Read out loud to me. And granted, I may not be listening like this every word he's saying, but he's reading and I can hear when he fumbles over a word. So I'll say, spell that word. He'll spell it. And I say, what you said to say? Sound it out. And he'll try to pronounce it, and then I can correct him. Yeah. And then I can say, okay, go ahead and read. And then he can continue to read. So next time, he won't make that mistake. And he'll better comprehend what he's trying to read. But if we just read to our kids and never let them read out loud to us,
to you.
You don't hear that.
Yeah.
You're just like, go read that book. They sitting there reading for 20 minutes. You're like, okay, write it in your log.
Yeah.
But you don't even know that little Johnny sat there and skimmed through this book. And he know that it's about the frog and the elephant because they read it at school before.
Yeah.
But he couldn't read half of the words.
I'm talking about you.
And the crazy, I know, but the crazy thing about that is I've shared this with our fans and our people, the followers and stuff, about my reading. But I never knew that about you.
And that's so funny. That's why I say and smell like, I know I'm my daddy daughter because I know we're a lot alike in many ways. But I'm like, let me just get on my nerves because I'm such my daddy daughter because I do that. Even with reading, I'm reading it, and then I got to go read a couple more times. And then I might highlight it and write a note like, this was good. Refer back to this or something like that. But yeah, even being a good, and like I said, I still am a great student, like all A's. I'm not going to toot my horn, but.
You're tooting it.
Yeah. Toot. Yeah. I was a great student, 3.8 GPA in my master's, But that reading piece is, still something that I work on. So this is just something that we're trying to, encourage people to do and do with their kids and, like I said, teach even our non-readers ways of reading a book and our little babies of creating stories. So we're excited about it.
Y'all want to give that piece real quick because that's the second time I heard you say it about different ways to read. You want to give, I think y'all did there's 3 different ways videos on social media.
So as a first grade teacher, I had a lot of my babies, they're coming in, they're learning to read. A lot of times I say K through 2, they're learning to read. 3 through 5, 5th grade, or 3 through 5th grade, they're reading to learn. So I have non-readers. And so what do you do with your non-readers when you say you got to read? Miss Ferry, I don't know how to read. So I tell them to read the pictures. What are the pictures telling you? Read the pictures, they can read the words, or they can retell the story. So a story that they already knew if they picked the book up. If your teacher has read it multiple times, a lot of times those kids can't remember the story. Even if the parent reads a favorite book, every night, those kids will remember that story. And they can go back and read that book themselves at a later time. So just talking about 3 different ways to read, encouraging people to read. Just pick the book up and read it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for people to know that. So also for like those people that have those 2, those 3, those 4-year-olds who say, well, he can't read. Why I'm worried about this right now? But they can't read. Let them look at the pictures. Let them explain to you what's going on in the pictures. That helps. One, build fluency. They can build a vocabulary using different words. And it just helps them getting used to holding the book, looking at the book, seeing what it's like. So I think it's beneficial for all ages to have a book in their hand as early as possible.
Yeah. Crazy thing
That's what's up.
Crazy thing is I've been in one of my lanes is logistics. So I've been in logistics for a long time. And I've literally met probably like 4 adult men who could not read. But you would not know if I didn't ask certain questions. So because they've been living their life for so long, their memory is like on point. So they can, if you tell them something,
They just found a different way
they
to cope.
remember. They know a lot of stuff. And then, you know, when I had to do some training and I would ask them to read out loud and everything. And then I just had a couple of them say, man, I can't read. And I just look, man, stop playing. But he can't. So my prayer is for this is to everybody that will come will be transparent enough to let this be a moment to where they can learn different techniques or even learn how to read. You'd be surprised how many adult people who cannot read. It's insane.
I met an old man. He's actually an older man. And, well, actually, I didn't meet him. Well, I know them. But Brianna was telling me about a man who came to her job and asked her to help him read and write. She worked at the courthouse, I don't know what document.
Yeah.
But he couldn't read or write. And she was like, I was like, sir, you need to just fill your paper out. And he said, all right, and moved over. And then came back and gave it to her. She said, sir, you didn't fill out, D, C, E. And he said, well, I fill out the ones I know how to. Can you write it for me or something like that? But I'm just like, sometimes I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
You don't know if people didn't graduate. You don't know if they got pushed through school.
You never know.
You don't know. Yeah.
But even, just being that old, and if you think about it, the older kids get, and we learn this through experience, the older kids get and they can't read, the bigger the gap is, the educational gap.
The harder it is to bridge.
The harder it is for them to grow in reading. And it's not just they can't learn how to read because they can, but now it's messing with their confidence and their social emotional, and now their friends around them know that they can't read, and now they're dealing with that in school, and now instead of coming to school to get an education and to learn to read or bridge those gaps or gain intervention, they're coming to school, and in between time they're trying to learn. But as soon as somebody say something, because believe it or not, kids are not always, they are honest sometimes, and they are not always, don't say things in the nicest way, I'll say.
Yeah.
That causes distractions, them not being able to read. So, like I said, any way that we can encourage kids to learn how to read, to encourage them to read, to encourage parents to support their children in reading, that's what we want to do, because ultimately it's our kids, and our kids, they say kids are the future. No, they really are. Our kids now are going to be the adults, in 15, 20 years.
Running stuff.
So if we're not investing in them, if we're not investing in their parents now to invest in them and encouraging them to partner with us, then, it's going to be tragic.
Yeah.
So we want to invest in them.
So from the inception of this, I remember when you called me and you was like, hey, Mom, me and Travis, we had this great idea and we're sitting down and we're writing it out, and it's going to, I said, well, Brittany, what is the bookmark breakfast? Because I can never tell when Brittany is calling me to be serious or she calling to play. Because the apple and the tree are one, so when she called to play, I play back with her. It's all day. So, when she's serious, then I know, Brittany, are you calling to have a true conversation, or are you just calling to be sickening? Because Brittany think that because she's up, I'm supposed to be up. I don't know why.
Actually, all our children think that.
Right. I'm the one they bother. Well, Debbie, why aren't you up?
Everybody should be in that same vibe.
I'm sorry. We worked late. We had a later session last night. What do you want at 7 o'clock in the morning? Because it's not that serious. Well, Mom, can you cook that baked ziti? I'm sorry. No.
Topic.
But so
where we going with this?
Because she called me for foolishness like that first thing in the morning. Right. So anyway, when she called about this, she said, well, we're writing things down, just brainstorming. And so now it's actually about to happen. Mm-hmm. And so they shared with you, and before we close it, we'll let them give you all the specifics of the actual time, the location, everything like that. And we've been sharing it on our social media as well as they've been doing videos to talk about what it is and bring your kids out. The one thing that I know about this child, the younger of the twins, who swears that she is the oldest, but anywho, is when she sets her mind to something, she's gonna do it. And I said, okay, Brittany, well, what do you need me to do? And so the one thing that I do know, when you whether it's them, our children, or just anybody that we deal with, if they have a vision and we can be a part of it to make it come to life, vice versa, that's what we do. And so when Brittany started saying, well, Ma, I want to, we see this happening and we see that happening, and so we going to need these resources and this and this and that. Do y'all want to share who the sponsors are for? Can y'all release that? Yeah? Or we can't. Because if we can't, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we can share. Well, are you guys going to share that you guys are actually partnering with us in this event?
Well, but I wanted it to, be y'all, and then we come in on the side.
Oh, okay.
Because it's literally y'all baby, and y'all know that anything that we can ever do, and we've made that clear from the beginning since we talked about, when we did stuff for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that, that's how we do.
Which is true, but I think I invited you guys to partner with us.
You
did. This one more so. Not even on the strength that y'all my parents and y'all gonna support everything that we do, but on the strength that you guys is the marriage firm encompasses and embodies what we're trying to do as well. And it our foundation, and I like to say it's a family foundation, but we do focus on the kids. We start with the kids. And any way and resources that we can help the family invest in the kids and support the kids and just support the family as well, we will. But we know that you guys invest in the parents. Right. A lot of the time.
So there might be a parent that comes to the...
And there might be...
To the bookmark breakfast that needs some, some counseling or some something.
Yeah.
Or even a couple or a family who may not have resources, or they may just need someone who they can talk to help them, I don't want to say better parent, but help them with some of those hard issues or topics that they may have around parenting or marriages or whatever the case is. So that was one of the reasons why I feel like we're the experts when it comes to kids, but y'all really are the GOATs. And I don't say that lightly, but experts when it comes to marriage and when it comes to parents and those adult partnerships. You guys really, I guess that's your niche. That's your guys' niche. So,
and the kids are too, because we raised y'all.
Which
y'all jokers. Yes. No, I'm just playing. But no, I get exactly what you're saying.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, our some of our sponsors you want to share? I know I've been talking.
Because I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we're excited. So of course we got Moments with the Mobleys. They're gonna be helping us out.
Marriage firm. That's the marriage
firm. The marriage firm part is gonna be there. Moments with the Mobleys gonna be there too.
Moments with the Mobleys gonna be there too.
We are one.
But the marriage firm. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be the marriage firm.
We also got Chick-fil-A who's gonna be sponsoring the breakfast.
So they are sponsoring some of them.
So
shout out to.
Yeah, shout out Chick-fil-A. That was dope. That's amazing. We also have Baker's Pride who's gonna be helping us out with some pastries and other.
Yeah, absolutely. Why you looking at me like that? You was like, because I was looking a little confused. No, absolutely not. Because I really want to give a special shout out to Judy Blackston, because when Brittany was telling me, what they had so far, what you all wanted that to look like. And I said, well, hey, I met Judy, of course, when I worked at the law firm, and she worked for a company that offered us life insurance. And so that's how I met her. And she is when I tell y'all, is a beautiful person. We would talk about insurance, but then we would be talking about the goodness of the Lord while we was waiting for other people to come sign up, right? And so she is... Stop saying okay, so she's an amazing person, and Judy is going to donate the pastries for. Judy is going to donate the pastries. He messing me up. No, he be always telling me to stop saying. Judy is going to donate the pastries for the bookmark breakfast, and I'm excited about that because she literally is a person who says, if you need me, call me. If you need me, call me. And that's just not, in business, but just in life. And so rarely do you meet people on your job who literally becomes a friend, or, what they say, my family is those that do the will of the Lord.
Yeah.
And so she is great person. So shout out to her. So we'll have the Chick-fil-A,
Pastries.
the Chick-fil-A sandwiches. We'll have the pastries from Baker's Pride. Anybody else y'all want to shout out?
Any fruit or something? Cause y'all tear me up.
You said any fruit?
We'll have some. Yeah,
We will.
Yeah,
We will have some fruit.
Fruit will be there too, guys.
The foundation is just providing that.
As well as drinks,
yes,
juices,
yes.
Yep,
stuff like that.
juices, apples, oranges, bananas, Chick-fil-A biscuits, pastries.
Okay.
And we also want to shout out Overcome by Faith Ministries. They also are one of our sponsors for this event.
Special shout out to Pastor Rick and Overcome by Faith. And we not just saying that lightly. Pastor Rick is also one of those people when it's like you call me, you need me, I'm there, I show up.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about with resources, I'm talking about with time, I'm talking about with conversation, I'm talking about with wisdom. Anytime we call Pastor Rick, and so we don't tug on them, often to be like, hey, donate or anything of that sort, because we honestly feel like they just give and support us wholeheartedly all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But especially this time, we just wanted to give him a special shout out, because even last minute pulled through, he's literally a one call away type of person, responding back while he was actually on a cruise. And
wow.
I believe in Canada.
Yeah.
So like I said, like Travis was saying, we would love to give him a special shout out. Not just with the foundation, but even in the school system. If we working at the school and we need something, or we want to do a PBIS celebration for the kids. They work really hard this year, or we want to do this, that, and third for the kids. Can you guys bring us 450 bags of chips? The next day, they there with 450 bags of chips. So when I say literally, anytime you need us to support you, they're there. We don't take that lightly from any supporter.
You shouldn't, absolutely.
From any supporter, we don't take that lightly. So special shout out to all of our supporters. Special shout out to all of our sponsors. If you want to partner, sponsor, anything of that sort, donate. Feel free to go on the website. That is dreambigfoundationinc.org. Again, Dream Big Foundation, but Dream Big Foundation Inc.org. There's a place on there.
Foundation. INC.
Inc.org. And there they can donate. Whether they want to volunteer for something, they can go on the website and volunteer. If they want to volunteer for an upcoming event, they can just say that. We'll give them information. If they want to donate, it's one click. You can donate. If they want to know about different information, the upcoming events, they can find it all on the website. So
all right.
We're excited about it.
What we're going to do is we're going to put the link and everything on this episode, and we're going to look at going ahead and put y'all link on our webpage as well. Because the whole thing, which just like y'all said, us being able to give counsel to parents and y'all being able to give counsel, that's literally what the marriage firm is. We have different areas that deal with, specialize in different things, whether it be singles, whether it be young men, whether it be young women, whether it be children, whether it be, so the entire firm is basically based on that. It's based on that to have, you can call and you can get whatever kind of help you want. So we'll get that put up on our screen. One of the things I want to say is how proud I am, and it's not because they my family, but you get the support that you need based on being an answer in the world. And a lot of people say a lot of stuff, but y'all say stuff, but then y'all do stuff. And y'all building, and y'all momentum, and y'all creative, and y'all developing stuff, and y'all building stuff. And the words say, you an answer. Your gift will make room for you. Every teacher is they're not called to do it. They just getting a check. And I'm gonna make that clear. And I'm sure y'all see that in the school system. But it's certain areas it's certain fields that I really believe that's a calling. Being a fireman is a calling. Being a policeman is a calling. And you can tell when the person is in a lane not based on a calling. It's based on a check or based on some other motive. But you can see the good fruit from people who are called to do certain things. And y'all fruit is very good. Y'all fruit is very good. So, and this is just not with y'all. I'm proud of all my girls and my sons. So it's everything that y'all putting y'all head to. Y'all putting y'all hand to good work and y'all moving. And God is going to bless it. He going to continue to bless it. So keep dreaming big. Keep having big, big vision. Keep being an answer to the world. And God is going to supply everything that y'all need.
Yes, sir. I think for me, it's just about, giving and serving.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
serving.
That's just really big for me.
Yep.
And I think it comes from my grandfather and also my father, who probably got it from my grandfather.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just, even my grandma, she always just, if you're able to help somebody, just help them.
Yeah.
And that's how my dad is. That's how my granddad was. And I think that's kind of where I get that from. So just being able to help. And it doesn't necessarily always got to be monetary.
No.
It could be any way I can help. I'm with it. And just serving. Just serving people, serving the kids. I don't know. I think that's just my niche.
Yeah.
I just got to thank for that. So
for fulfilling a need.
Really
It's not necessarily money, but fulfilling a need. And the fulfilling the need, and the crazy thing is that how y'all keep saying y'all teachers, but y'all call it serving the kids. I've never heard a teacher say that, ever.
I just kind of see it like that.
And that just changes your perspective of how you move in your function. That literally changes the perspective of how you move in your function based on what you believe.
But Daddy, I think honestly, I think it's bigger than us. I think this is God's plan. I think it's that's our purpose. When I call Mom, I say stuff like, Mom, me and Travis was just thinking and writing stuff down. That's how it literally goes. One of my friends at work said, how do y'all, the back to school events and the Pear Publishing and Travis Books, how do y'all even do it? And it literally all starts with an idea. Me and Travis can be riding in the car, or, when we stayed at the other house, we could just be sitting, literally just sitting there, and it'll come. And I said, babe, what do you think about a so-and-so? He like, oh, that'd be dope. So even with the Bookmark Breakfast, I'm like, I think we should, start doing Bookmark Breakfast. I said have events where, we can invite the parents to read. I think one of my students in first grade at one time, I told him to read at home, and he said he didn't have a book. And so I gave him a book, and I asked him the next day if he read at home. And he said, no, my mama had to work. And I was there with my brother, and I said, did you read with your brother? And he said, no. And I remember that time being time. I said, well, do you read with your mom? And he was like, not really, because she doing so-and-so. If she had to cook or she had to do whatever. But that kind of sparked it. Like, it's, you think that everybody does it at home, that everybody reads at home, or everybody does homework with their kids, or everybody does it because that's the norm for us.
Yeah.
But that's not always the truth. And so the way that I feel like God honestly drops these ideas or dreams or whatever you want to call it into our spirit, and He has entrusted us with the responsibility to actually bring it to life. So, I just feel like it's what God wants us to do, and this is our way to not just serve the kids, but to serve God and let our light shine through, so that the kids can see, like, this is what serving looks like, or this is how I should be, just being Christ-like. And even though I'm not saying this is what Christ-like looks like, I'm modeling that.
Absolutely.
The kids see what you show them, So what we model is what they would do. So, like I said, I think that that's just where it comes from for us, or what pushes us to continue to do it, because it's not easy, and you get tired.
Yeah.
But that when you see those kids reading, or you see those parents reading with their kids, and they can go home and say, well, my mom read with me, 3 times this week. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And kids love to read. Kids love that small group attention. They thrive from that. They excel even more. And I've learned that even more this year, because this year I just switched into the EIP position, which I provide reading intervention to students.
Yeah.
To 4th and 5th grade students. And even those 4th and 5th grade big old students, they love, Miss Barry, can I just read to you? I will pull them back to, you pulling us to the back table today? 2 and 3 in a group, and they just want to read to you, or they just want to do the activity with you, and they thrive off of that.
Yeah.
So if we can get those parents to really just tap into that at home, like, just imagine how our kids then excel in school.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so this is the last question, then we gonna go, because it's about a 2-hour session. But
Really?
Anyway.
It's not. We about to wrap up.
So, do you find yourself in all the stuff that y'all do, when you working in your purpose, do you find like untapped energy? Do you see that?
Yeah, all the time. Definitely. I think
Yeah.
so. 'Cause sometimes you say sometimes we could just be dead tired, and then we might have an idea, or we might have to take care of some stuff, and it get done.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I thought I was tired. You
Yeah.
know, but this got to get done, so we're gonna make it happen. So.
Yeah.
Or even with the events and stuff, when it's time to come up and it's crunch time and make sure everything is solidified. That's most of the time when you feel that tiredness, that burn. Like, ooh, we got 2 weeks to the event. But that also seemed like when God be like, all right, you did the work. Now let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
And everything just comes through. Anything, because being a newer nonprofit organization, we still are learning how to fundraise and how to get people to donate so that we can push these great initiatives and ideas and things into the community and into the school system and for our kids. But, like Pastor Rick say, in order to make a change, you got to have money. Like, you in order to be able to do stuff and make a difference and move like you want to move in the community and into, that takes resources.
Yeah.
And so, usually anytime where I'm like, I don't know, well, we got to get this money from to buy the book bags for the so-and-so. I don't know where I'm going to get the money. The foundation may not have the money for so-and-so, but God sent that person to say, okay, well, we're going to provide the breakfast, or we're going to provide this. You guys just take care of that. So it always worked together for our good, no matter what it may look like or how weary it may be, because throwing events and, passing out, giving out 800 book bags full of supplies and, targeting 1,000 book bags full of supplies, that's a large responsibility.
Yeah.
Well, since you're there, go ahead and plug what's happening for Back to School real quick. Just giving them a snippet of what the Back to School, because if y'all remember, the Perrys do a Back to School event. And so this will be the 3rd year, am I right? The first year, I remember we were off of 17 at the Progressive Club. Oh, bless it. And then the second year, you all actually partnered with Chatham Parkway. Subaru, Toyota.
Well, they're enterprises, they own a couple of them.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so I remember that one. We had fun at that one as well. But the 3rd annual Back to School book bag giveaway and all those good stuff. Can y'all give out anything about that yet, please? Because I'm really excited about it.
We can. So like you said, last year we partnered with Chatham Parkway, Toyota, Subaru. This year we'll be partnering with them again as well.
They're great partners.
They're amazing partners. And our event is going to be at the M Market Arena this year. So we are super excited about that.
July 29th this year.
And so we know last year y'all gave out 500, right?
Well, last year
it was
the minimum was 800? Targeted 500 minimum, but we actually gave out 800 book bags last year.
Okay, and what's the target for this year?
1,000 book bags.
And because they're teachers, the book bags are literally put in piles of by grade level. So your child is
Elementary,
middle,
right.
high
They're
school.
knowing what the child needs because they're, of course, a part of the system as teachers, and so they are being intentional about what they put in the book bags and everything. Because it's no good for a kindergartner to get this, college rule paper and all those things. So that's the one thing that I do love about how y'all set it up or whatever. And so we're really looking forward to that one. So I was on my phone. I wasn't being rude. I was actually seeing about putting the flyer a couple other places, but it'll be on the Perry's social media, Big Dream Foundation.
Dream Big Foundation. So it'll be on social media.
Dream Big. I do it too. Sorry.
So on Instagram, you can find more information at _Dream Big Foundation, and then
Yeah.
Cause I got big dreams and y'all got big dreams.
I kept doing that too.
We all got big dreams.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
Dream big.
Right. Okay.
Our Instagram is _Dream Big Foundation. We'll be posting on there frequently about upcoming events. We have a lot of really amazing things coming up this year that we're super excited about. Our Dope Dads are coming up. We'll give you more about that later.
Okay.
Dope Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull that out of the bag.
We're going to talk about it because you're going to...
It's okay.
I feel like I'm a little dope dad.
You are the dopest dad, Rafi. But go ahead.
But just a few initiatives that we're trying to launch just to support the students in the school system. We're starting in the Chatham County school system, but ultimately we want to be worldwide. We really want to make an impact starting with our kids, and we're super intentional. So
y'all will. Definitely.
So so if you guys want to donate, you guys can go to the foundation website, which is dreambigfoundationinc.org. If you guys want to follow us on social media, the social media handle on Instagram is _Dream Big Foundation. And they're saying you're going to tell us the one for Facebook?
Dream Big Foundation.
Oh, thanks.
Great. So Bookmark Breakfast is happening on Saturday, June 17th from 10 a.m. till 11:30 a.m. Please be there on time. Location is A.B. Williams Elementary School. That's 1150 Wheaton Street, Savannah, Georgia. 31404. Complimentary breakfast. We already told you what's going to be there.
And we're really giving y'all an insight because we didn't tell anyone else.
Right. So that's why I said,
So this is an exclusive.
Right.
Right here. You heard it first. On Moments with the Mobleys.
Chick to the fur, to the lay, to the law A. Chick to the fur, to the law A. And then, Baker's Pie pastries be busting. We're going to have fruit. We're going to have juice. Little water.
And your boy will be the guest author.
And the first guest author will be yours truly.
King Travis, the author.
Travis Perry.
Travis, just on the author tip. Any more books coming anytime soon? You working on anything else?
Right now, no, I don't have any more coming.
Okay.
What's your two newest ones?
It's something coming.
What's your two newest ones?
I have some done.
Not this year.
But it probably won't be this year.
Okay.
I'll probably start back up next year.
Okay, so
can I be an author and do my book?
In your repertoire, how many do you have so far?
I have 4 that is complete.
That are out, right?
That are out and available.
Okay.
That's right. When I have...
Say that again.
I said, 4 completely published, finished with curriculum cards. Don't play with my husband.
Period. Go ahead, Travis.
And I have about 2 more that's done, that I've written, that's done. But I still got to do some editing and illustration and publishing. So
okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, baby, I don't think the kids gonna know about the GPS of a man's journey.
I can simulate it down.
You put the GPS of a child.
Ain't no pictures in that.
Of a little boy's journey.
Ain't no pictures in that.
It's okay, baby. There's a place because they daddies might need them. So there's a pitch.
Right.
There's a pitch for all of it.
You can use it for Dope Dads.
Yeah. And next year you need to have marvelous moms.
Book study.
Next year y'all need to start early because y'all need to have marvelous moms.
I'm gonna get Trav.
Y'all having Dope Dads and y'all didn't have marvelous moms.
I'm gonna get Trav to do a encore of my book in a children's
that'd be cool.
in a children's setting.
Y'all should do
Because
that.
I really think the GPS of a man's journey could be something, the GPS of a young man's journey, or whatever the case is.
You just gotta, you gotta water it down for them. Not water it, but put it in their language.
Yeah.
Like
GPS
bask.
of a young man's
They're not
path.
gonna know what bask is, and
Yes, they will. Those are vocabulary terms.
What was the other word? I would think of it in a minute.
The pulse, but
the pulse and bask.
The journey of the path, the GPS of a young man's path.
You know what? All right, so it's time to go.
We done. We done. For real done, y'all. But like for real, it's just an hour and a half. Bring your child out. Have them read the book to you, or you read it to them, or the tools that the Perrys gave y'all if your children are younger and can't read yet. But all of that is good information to have. Come out, have a pastry, have a biscuit, some juice, some water, a fruit, whatever, and y'all are going to, get to meet, because all of us are going to be there, right?
Yes.
And you'll be able to hear some snippets from Travis's, one of the books that he has out. I'm so sure you'll also be able to meet their kids, Tristan and Taj, and which are characters in both of the books, right? Well, all of the
Tristan is the
main character in that one.
He's featured in
I think Dude's made a cameo.
And okay, cool. Taj is a whole movie by himself, right?
And Taj got Taj Tees.
What's up with Taj's
Taj's Tees will have his relaunch and give it a little bit of time.
Okay,
right.
we just wanted to see. Very nice.
It is not gone away because our affirmation shirts are still amazing.
Yeah.
And they still go with the books.
Okay.
But right now we are focusing on some initiatives that we're pushing, and our focus is a little bit, spread out, but we will get back to Taj Tees in the near future.
Yeah.
Well, very good.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So this episode here has been jam-packed with a whole bunch of
Pack jam.
information.
Yes.
Information. Please utilize the tools that the Perrys are bringing. They literally setting it up where you can just walk in and key turn and do what you need to do to make this stuff happen. The atmosphere, you ain't got to worry about being hungry. They're going to supply the books, and there will be, I'm sure there'll be people there. So allow yourself to be transparent enough if you're an adult and you can't read that well, or vice versa. If you don't know how to teach your kids, helping your child read is not telling them to go read a book, and then if you see them over in the corner with a book, they're probably not reading it. So, these are great tools that they're equipping you guys with to help, like, raise up and get your kids strong in literature and be able to read and comprehend and grow and be powerful and just crave to learn and be successful. That's what these two jokers, they got a taste of success, and now they crave it like no other. So this can be definitely something passed on to your kids. That's.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank y'all
for being here.
We're gonna have to let y'all.
We appreciate y'all, Perrys. That is the Dream Big Foundation, Inc.org. They said I messed it up the last time. I wanted to make sure I got it right.
Anyway, for all things Mobleys,
it's Dream Big.
Go to www.momoswiththemobleys.com. On the website, you can get to anything we do. All social media, all information is on there, except for Twitter. Twitter is Mobly
Moments.
Thank you.
Right?
I don't know why I struggle with that.
Just say it in Spanish, and just say you Rafael. Go.
Keep me know what a skinny bitch.
Boom.
That sounds like
Mobley Moments on Twitter, y'all.
Anyway, I ain't fooling with them. So it's been great having y'all on. We're gonna have to have y'all come on and like do a episode by y'allself, and we just gonna get y'all some topic to talk about, and y'all gonna do it.
Okay.
Then it won't be Moments with the Mobleys.
It will
Moments
be.
with the Mobley Perrys.
We'll stand and end. But here's the thing. They also
guest
got a book called The Plug, and it talks about marriage too. So they got a little information and a little wisdom about marriage too.
They do.
So we got the
purpose, love, understanding, guidance.
Well,
y'all don't have it up here? Oh, we didn't make
it up there, but I think
right
we gave the last one away.
Okay,
That was
Good
good,
answer.
Daddy.
Good
that
answer.
was a good one.
Yeah, we actually did.
That
we
was
actually
good.
gave
We
the
didn't
last
lie.
one away.
We didn't lie.
That was a good one.
So we need to
did.
get y'all
Good,
money
that
for that.
was-
was-
But we
it
didn't
was-
lie.
The
It
people-
was.
the
It
couple that
was.
we gave it to. They needed it, and
Well, we support that. We,
Yeah,
you know,
they
I
actually are looking to be married.
Yeah,
And
they
so
looking to be
married.
when they
That's
saw
awesome.
it, they was like, "That's dope," because they're young and you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were very
so-
surprised. They were like, they knew I had a book out. They knew. They was like, where they live at? They here. I know that book looks like they live
The
somewhere.
parents
up in,
got books, the kids got
They live
books.
somewhere up in Hollywood somewhere, but yeah, they stay here in the old country Savannah.
right here, but yeah.
But anyway,
saying.
don't rush me. Don't do that. This has been Moments with the Mobleys. I am your man, Johnnie Mobley Jr.
His name is Rafi, and I'm his wife, Deirdra.
and the Perrys. And we still something like an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose.
With extraordinary purpose.
Oh, that's
Peace out, y'all.
Get it right, Brittany.